Today's Monday, it's the 6th of May 2024. I'm all on my own because Anita's on a trip to the UK, and so I've come down. I'm just going to get on the bus and I'll be going for a little walk around. So I'm now at the bottom of a street called Auditorium, and you can see there's lots of roadworks going on. Basically what they're doing is, this is a bus stop and they're extending the bus stop, the pedestrian area, into the road so that the bus doesn't have to pull in anymore. The consequence of that, of course, is going to be that the buses are going to have to stop in the road, and if they stop in the road, then they're going to hold up the traffic. So curious as to how that is going to help. Pavements do seem as though they've raised. I have just got off the bus at one of these, and it is more or less flat, so you just walk off the bus and straight onto the pavement, where sometimes you have quite a step down. So in that respect, it does make life a lot easier for pedestrians and a lot easier for people with prams, bus chairs, and if you've got a wheelchair, of course. This is Auditorium. Our main aim really is to get down onto the Paseo Maritimo and to have a look to see what's gone on down there. So just looking back up Auditorium there, Auditorium goes up to Sondiretta and then eventually to Canova. And at this end we've got the Hotel AC City of Palma, Ciutat de Palma, and it is actually part of the Marriott group. This area is called the Puente. The bar over there is one I used to go quite a lot. This is our Masonic Lodge, was just up the road there. We now moved. And the road here used to be two-way. Now you can only drive up. Makes life a little bit more complicated for people who want to go up and down this road, so to find alternative routes. But it takes us directly down to the Paseo Maritimo. Quite a lively area with lots of bars and cafes. Some of them obviously not open at the moment, but I guess they'll be opening later on. Just to give you an idea of day, it's 12:30 midday. I did do a drive a week or so ago along the Paseo Maritimo. I wanted to update you on what the roadworks were like, because now it's getting into the summer season. I'm hoping that the businesses on the shore side are at least going to be able to do something. Well, from that drive you could see that some progress was made, and that some parts had been asphalted, the tarmac had been put down, but some still had a long way to go. So today we'll have a little bit of an update on that. Japanese restaurant there next to an opera restaurant, Italian, and the Bahia Palace. And further down we've got Hogan's. Nearly down to the front. You can see there has been some asphalting done in that direction. That's going towards the cathedral. But as I go in this direction, you can still see there's quite a bit to do. But on the positive side, this pedestrian walkway that I'm on is now looking more or less done. But because there's so much work going along, it's dusty and obviously needs cleaning. New street lights and pedestrian lights are in. Steps there take you up to the Namaste Indian restaurant, which I sometimes go to. And can already see signs of bars putting tables out onto the walkway here. I'm guessing that's got to be a good sign. Not sure what they are. One of them got a microphone stand in the middle of it. This is the Shamrock. Just having some work done. It's like they're expecting a Guinness delivery. Thai food, we've got some Thai street food here, and they've got some little tables set up outside. Work along the front continues. I think just I remember this now looks a lot better than it did last time we came. A lot more of the paving area. In fact, it's all complete now pretty much. I'm not sure whether they're going to leave these areas around the grids like this. Maybe that's just a temporary measure. And here we've got a zone where they've already started doing some tarmacking. It's like we've got the first layer down and just looking right now. But remember, this is only half of the project. It's the land side of the project. This has got to be finished. And once this side's finished, then they can start to work on the sea side part of the project. It's supposed to be a little bit easier. And there's not so much in the way of infrastructure that they need to put on the seaside in the way of tubes, channels for water, channels for electricity, maybe even gas. Just walking past the hotel. This is the Hotel Costa Azul. It's one that's open. And there's a restaurant, a Madras Indian restaurant. It's actually one in lockdown. When we were locked down, the restaurants started to do takeaways that didn't used to do takeaways, and this is one that we use. It seems to remember it's all very good. So businesses that are trying to operate in a limited way. So a bank where you can get your money. And we do have at least two, fairly big, three I can see now, big cruise liners in. Potentially that's maybe 15,000 passengers. Certainly two very big ones and one slightly smaller. This is the Hotel Palma Baleares. And now I'm beginning to see the progress of the road now here. I think here is more or less done. Still got things to finish off. It looks as though they've actually got the level here now. So the asphalt is actually up to the street level. So that's all good. That's obviously only a single carriageway, you can't get two cars down that. Part of the aim of all of this really is to reduce the number of cars using the road along the front. There'll still be public transport to be able to get the bus, and there's the tourist bus, sightseeing bus, and there still has to be access for delivery vehicles. So yes, there will be cars and other vehicles passing up and down, but they want to try and reduce the number. One of the issues really is you've got a lot of people who actually live here, and they've got garages along here, so they've got to be able to get their cars in and out. Temperatures today, well, I think it's probably going to get up to about 24 degrees, 25 degrees today. It's just after 12:30 and it's already feeling very warm. I'm looking for shade and there isn't any on this part. Another Indian restaurant here. This one is Taste of India. So I've got a menu dal dia up there. Menu for two people, €29 or $4.95 for one. Big building in front is the Auditorium, Palma Auditorium, and it's a big theatre, two theatres actually. Very big theatre, probably holds about 2,000 or 3,000 people. So it's for big events, big concerts, where Anita comes to see the orchestra. Have lots of things going on here, and some big names, national and international, come. So a few weeks ago we came here to see Jethro Tull. Had an amazing concert there, and they've got coming up, I think only in the next day or two, on the 8th of May, that's the Bourbon Street Stompers. It's quite an interesting thing, and as part of the orchestra, Mozart, Rachmaninoff concert on Thursday. Anita won't be here for that, of course. She's in England, and she's already settled in. We had a very early start this morning at the airport at 5 o'clock. And here are some of the other concerts that are going to be on over the next few weeks. Lots of ballet here. That's one of the things that we do come to see now and again. Just in front of the auditorium, the road hasn't been finished there. There's still some work. As we go round and round, the tarmacking does look to be completed. We've got some nice new palm trees in, and that's good, isn't it? Always said about Palma Nova. What else has Palma Nova got? Not got very many palm trees. They have got more now, and so we're seeing more. And it's nice to see that palm trees are going to be in evidence here on the front in Palma. Lots of them have been planted, so all of this is new since we were last here. A great area for Palma to put its palm trees along the front when people come in, and that's what they see. It's great. So this part of the road has been asphalted and looks good. There's a little pull in here, this little lay-by which they'll need for dropping off things. another Indian restaurant. This is the Agra Tandoori. When we first came to the island, it was quite difficult to find an Indian restaurant, and if you did, they tended to be very expensive. So when we first came to the island, it was one thing we missed, because we used to go in Stoke-on-Trent to quite a lot of different Indian restaurants. Now it's switched around, and there are lots of Indian restaurants, lots of Italian restaurants, like everywhere in the world. And this is one of the going to be a bus stop, and you can tell by the Lego style bricks that are down here. And so the bus will just pull up along here, stop the traffic behind it, and nothing will be able to overtake and take on its passengers. Here the road surface, I think, is complete. I don't think they're going to do anything else than that. They can clean it up. Not all palm trees, they've still got some well-established ones here. They've planted some other trees, and all of the lighting is now in situ. It is going to look really pretty. Across the other side, of course, you've got the seaside, and that's full of palm trees. While all this work is going on the Paseo Maritimo, some of the buildings on this side have taken the opportunity to get their work done, and I suppose it's the perfect time to do it. It makes it a very noisy place to walk. This restaurant here used to be an Italian called the Piccola. And it was one we used to go to quite regularly. I used to go there with Anita and with the Masons. They had a good room at the back. And that actually has now closed, been closed for quite some time. And, well, the sign at the end there says Boca 2. Something says, coming soon, new restaurant. Oh, let's watch this space. We'll see what appears there.
Sometimes you need food that will work in order.
Again, as I continue now, this is starting to give a feel of what it's supposed to look like. Not quite there, but getting there. This is now the pavement's all looking good. It's a little bit multicoloured, which some people were asking what's going on there, but I think once all of this is cleaned up, I think it will actually look quite nice, and the different shades of the paving will be good. This is the Meliá Palma Marina Hotel, very nice hotel. Some of the football clubs actually stay there. And talking of football, we did actually lose at the weekend, not by very much. We lost by a 4th minute goal. In the 4th minute, Atletico Madrid on the attack and whacked it into the back of the net from quite a distance, really. The goalkeeper didn't really have much of an opportunity to stop it. Mallorca then took control of the game a little bit, in that they had most of the possession, but never actually looked very close to scoring. They had a few shots, but nothing that went close to worrying Atletico Madrid. And that's the bad news. The good news is it didn't really make much difference because other teams around us, in particular Cadiz, also lost by even bigger margins, and that means we still keep that 6 points difference with 4 matches left to go, so 12 points already altogether to play for. But those points, well, we'll see if we can pick up a few in the next games. There are lots of holes in the ground here. Down there, big hole in the ground and lots of pipes and tubes coming out of it. They go underneath and up to where the swimming pool used to be. I haven't been able to get up there to have a look to see what's happening to that construction site, so on another occasion I might try and get round there. The coffee and place here has tried to stay open pretty much through all of this mess. Just behind it is the Gran Melia Victoria Hotel, and their solarium down at the bottom is very close to this dust and work. If you're up at the top, you seem to see over it and don't notice it so much. But imagine the people sitting at the bottom, just hearing angle grinders making a noise. Along here there used to be discotheques, lots of nightlife. That's all on hold. Roads along here now is more or less gone as well. There's Leo's, which used to be Tito's. There was at one time a plan to put a road or some sort of access down there. Doesn't seem to have happened. And this is like going to be, or is, the new in-place to be. And the big news is the social club has eventually given up and gone, so that's now closed. It was due to close at the end of last month, and they did have a big party to close it down. So all of that in the middle there, which is called the Social Boutique Club, is now going to be demolished. Apologies for the continued noise and dust. And the bridge that you can see in front, that's going to be demolished. And all of that middle area will become part of the new Paseo Maritimo. End of an era, I suppose. There is a swimming pool amongst all of that. That would be the swimming pool to what was the Hotel Mediterraneo. Hotel Mediterraneo is now a restaurant. I don't think it's a hotel anymore. And they've got access here via a lift. So go through there. It's referred to as the Bahia Mediterraneo, and steps on the lift to take you up. And there's the menu. We have had functions there in the past, and it was a splendid place to have a function. Probably not while the work's going on. So we're leaving a noise behind, I hope, and we're getting into a quieter area. This is Martin's. Pizzeria here. We've got the chairs out there. We open this evening. Anyone trying to get from the other side because they've seen a restaurant has to find the way through all of this jungle. Coming soon. Another Italian, I think. This looks like the last bar along, so I think I better stop and have a drink. Well, Anita's away now in the UK, so I'm on my own, just having a nice beer, so cheers everyone. I'm very welcome, here it is. Well, that looked like the last bar along the Paseo for a while, so good put a stop there. And I'm actually going to go and walk through the park now. I'll just turn the camera around. Just over here, planted some more palm trees, and we have a nice work of art. I like this. I've stopped time before and shown you this. And that's the park I'm going to walk through. It's a public park. And just look back at the Paseo Maritimo. The work continues all the way down there, right to the beginning of the Paseo near to Porta P. And well, progress is being made. I'm going to walk up lots of steps now, so thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now. I told you there were lots of steps. And even a water feature halfway up. And another one. And even a wall of water.